All right, welcome back and thank you for staying with us. If you're just joining us, you're watching it Daybreak on Trust TV. Let's get right into it. So this morning, we will be discussing and turning our attention to a pressing question on the minds of many Nigerians. National development. Is the North being sidelined? All right, this question resurfaced prominently last week during a high-level interactive session at Hauwa House in Kaduna, where Northern leaders, including former governors, ministers, and traditional rulers and civil society actors, gathered to engage on the future of the region. Among the key voices at the event was former Niger State Governor Dr. Babangida Aliyu, who urged President Bola Tinubu to fulfill campaign promises to northern Nigeria, particularly the completion of critical infrastructure like the Baru Inland Port and the Mambila Power Project. Now, according to him, continued neglect of these projects risks worsening economic and social tensions in the region. Also weighing in, the Ariwa Consultative Forum expressed frustration over what it called unfair budget allocations and lopsided federal appointments. Its chairman, Bashir El-Hatu, said the North cannot afford to remain on the fringes of national development while grappling with insecurity, poverty and lack of infrastructure. While there were some assurances from government representatives, including the SGF George Akumi and the Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak representing the President, many citizens remain skeptical. So this morning we ask, is the North truly being sidelined in Nigeria's development agenda? Are northern leaders doing enough to demand accountability and deliver on local needs? Those are the questions. Make sure you call us in or send us a WhatsApp message on the numbers displayed on your screen. As I said earlier, get ready so that we can hear your thoughts and your contributions as well, because your voice does matter. All right, what are your thoughts on the national development? Is the North being sidelined, Maryam, or what do you think? You know, we spoke about this one time on Daybreak Extra when former Governor Kwankwaso, Rabi Musa Kwankwaso, came out and complained about the deplorable condition of the North, whereby he stated that the federal government or President Bola Tinubu has neglected the North and is focusing on the South and leaving it in a deplorable condition. So what is your take on it? Is it a carry-on of what has already been said, or is it really what is going on?
Let's call a spade and not being sentimental about these issues. Where was, okay, we have a caller. Hello, good morning, and thanks for calling.
Good morning, my sister. This is Evangelist Oluogun. I keep calling from Jebu, Ogun State.
Good morning.
Good morning.
See, I won't say that the Northerners have been, sidelined completely by this present administration. Why did I say so? Because the president has been giving a lot of money, ×3 or if not ×4 of what were being given to the governors in the past. And the northern governors were also included in that scheme. But we discovered, to our utter dismay, that those monies were not being expended by the concerned governors as expected. So in this case, we will not blame the federal government or the president totally, but partially. On my Mambila project, you see, this Mambila issue, that Mambila project should be completed. We had in the past, and some newspapers and media houses, they carried it in their news, that this Mambila project issue, some people have been accused. Oluwagunloye was made the Minister for Power during President Obasanjo's regime. And we were told that about 6 billion naira was mismanaged under Oluwagunloye as the Minister for Power. And Obasanjo defended that he didn't know anything about that. So what this administration should do is to revisit the issue. And all the people, Agunloye and others, should explain. If they are not able to explain, all those people, the administration, including the president that ruled at that time, and Agunloye, if they are guilty of that embezzlement, they should be sent to jail. They should be dealt within the ambit of the law. A situation whereby the president in power or the government in power continue to pardon those that have mismanaged the country's money, there can be no development. So the northerners, they are right for what they have said, but that gesture should be extended to the generality of the masses, to all the nooks and crannies of Nigeria, especially in the area of security. Every aspect, every state in this country is not secure. Most especially the northern part of the country, where people are being slaughtered by, Salama every day. And it is pathetic and it is horrendous. So the government should do the needful. The president has asked the citizens to query the governors of their various states, how they have been expending the money. I think the solution to this is that the immunity clause that is choosing both the federal government and the state governors from being queried should be expunged. If this is done, you will see that things will go in the normal way. Evangelist will look nice once again, resolution from the body. I pray that your station will continue to work from you. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Evangelist, for that contribution. He said everyone needs to be held accountable. But then come to think of it, let us look at the numbers. The chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Ariwa Consultative Forum cited a couple of federal budget figures when it comes to federal projects. He underscored the region's alleged neglect, and for instance, he said there's a 1.01 trillion naira allocated to roads in the current federal budget, where only 24 billion naira or less, which is less than 1%, was earmarked for projects in the northeast. So in comparison, when you subtract 24 billion naira from 1.01 trillion naira, you'd see that the substantial amount in accordance to what he's saying, goes to the south. So, and referencing from a May 2025 press release, he said the Federal Ministry of Works, the regional breakdown is telling that the south received 1.394 trillion naira, the southeast 205 billion naira, the northwest 105 billion naira, and the northeast just 30 billion naira. And in his words, he said that sadly that is discriminatory, and when you look at it in accordance to the number, but then at the end of the day, you would ask yourself, what happened in the past administration? Was it a good, or was it an equal, disbursement and share of, the funds when it comes to federal projects?
Before I answer that, we have a caller.
Yes, so we have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
All right, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Daniel from Jaliu.
All right, good morning. What is your take on this issue?
Yes, I want to talk for myself and my state in particular, Kiyawa State.
All right, go ahead.
Not only this administration, since the creation of this state, the federal government has sidelined Taraba State in developmental projects when it comes to federal presence in the state. Yesterday, I complained about our route. A bridge collapsed since last year up to today. They sidelined us in that aspect. The federal routes in Taraba State, the one linking Gembu with Cameroon border, the Mararaba Baisa Abong, also to Cameroon border, Takum, Lisam, Bisola, also to Cameroon border. These are federal routes that have been abandoned sidelined since the creation of the state, even since the creation, let me say since independence up to today. No tar road on those axes, nothing. And those are where a lot of revenue has been generated for both state and the federal government. You see the military presence, the custom, the immigration there, but the road is not worth talking of. We thank the life of former President Jonathan, who brought the presence of two federal institutions, the Federal University in Okari and the Federal Polytechnic in Bali. If not, we don't have anything to show in the state when it comes to federal projects. If you come to Taraba State has one of the first set of local government that has been established since 1976. They have no like the Bali. In fact, the central zone of Taraba State, Bali local government, Gashaka local government, Sadona local government, all these local governments are not, including Kurmi local government, they are not being connected with electricity up to today. Since 76, that place is blackout up to now. So for my state, in fact, if there's a word we use for sidelining, I think we need that. The road from Jalingo to Ukari is just like, I don't know what to say. The road leading Jalingo to Muma in Adamu State is worst. So for us, not only this administration, in fact, since the creation of the state, Taraba State has been sidelined in almost all the developmental projects. It's only when election comes, we will now see the presidential candidates be trooping in for votes. So when it comes to this aspect, in fact, my own state, we have nothing to write home about. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for that contribution. Maryam, you heard him. He's making a point and his own experience close to home, whereby he's complained that federal infrastructure, especially roads, have deteriorated and are bad and have been so for a while. So with the complaint, or the ACF chairman's decried, and he called on the neglect of federal roads, railways, power supply and agriculture as well, where he made note that the North, produces or provides a lot when it comes to food sustainability to Nigeria, when it comes to agriculture, and the federal government is not investing in that aspect as well. But what do you think about all these debacle that's going on?
Well, first off, I think I agree with Kola about bad roads in Taraba State. Before I continue, we have another caller. Hello, good morning, and thanks for joining us. Hello.
I don't believe that, because right from the word God, even the issue of this Mandela you're talking about.
Thank you for joining us. Could you tell us your name and where you're calling from, please?
Okay, my name is Balada de la Guerre, from Nasarawa State.
All right, thank you for calling.
Good morning, thank you for calling. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so just like I was saying, the issue of saying not in this headline, I don't believe in that. We should be fair to this president, doing his best. I could remember when Buhari was in government, there was money he gave to the serving minister then. That minister is from that state for the development of North. But nothing is happening. They have just sidelined themselves. If you see somebody from North talking about sideline, let me be for political reasons. I'm nothing else. Look at the governors. When you come to Nasarawa State now, if you see the development in Nasarawa State, what the governor do, and this money comes from federal government. He utilized the money the way he should. We are all happy. Come to Latvia and see the generality, the local government everywhere. This money comes from the president. I don't know, somebody just in 2 years. Somebody will be saying this or that. Why is that reason for this sectionality or whatever? Let's support this man and let's see what he can do. The best he could. It's just 2 years. How can something down for years? You are expecting somebody for 2 years to repair it or to make it listen. It's not done. Even a mechanic, give a car. If you talk of dismantling, you do it within seconds. But coming to, repair becomes a problem. It's gradual. So let's be fair. And to Babangida himself, go to Nigeria and see when he was a governor. Nothing is being done. They are only coming up with political reasons, but just their personal reasons. They will just come up and say this because they want people to hear them. We in the North, we are the people that make ourselves into trouble. Money will be given to us right from the world go. Look at the president in Nigeria. If you look at the series of presidents, they are all from the North. They will do the best to do, but nothing will be done. The minister will be busy eating money, stealing, and whatever. Federal government is giving you money to do certain things in your ministry as a minister, but nothing. You see somebody going to develop house in London, England, these outside countries. You leave your nation. At the end of the day, you are coming to blame somebody else. So me, I don't believe in sectionality or this religious sectionality. I don't believe in it. So this is my contribution. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much for that. So, Maryam, what do you think?
Yes, without sentiment, like I said, where were this complaint when Buhari was in power? You know, you can not like help but ask, and a lot of especially our southern brothers actually think this. You know, just the way the last caller said that when a northerner is in power, you don't see them talking, you don't see the blame games and what have you. But once a northerner is out of power, then we start talking, and I think it's true.
Well, I believe we have to poke the bear a little bit. As aforementioned by one caller, as you said, when it comes to, you know, the power shifting, so it's because, I guess, that money is not running through their pockets anymore. So at the end of the day, we shall see. All right, we have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, good morning, Hauwa. Is this Hauwa?
Yes, good morning, Shetima. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. This is Shetima Yakudima calling from Maiduguri.
Yes, thank you. How is Maiduguri this morning?
Maiduguri this morning, alhamdulillah, it was raining right from early hours of the morning up to this movement. That is why we don't have a signal. So I don't know the topic. If you can kindly tell me this.
All right, Shetima, we are discussing on, marginalization when it comes to national development. Is the North being sidelined? We just saw that the Ariwa Consultative Forum had a meeting where they discussed whether the North is being sidelined when it comes to federal projects, and they complained that not enough resources are being forwarded to the North in terms of, making sure that it is developed and stable as well when it comes to roads, when it comes to railway, when it comes to agriculture. So what is your take on that? Do you think that the North is actually being sidelined and more of the resources is being, focused on the South? Or is it just, sentiment when it comes to politics?
Well, to me, honestly speaking, this is a politics statement. Why I say so? Because if you look at the APC administration, they have neglected the whole Nigeria. It's not only northern region, but the whole Nigeria we are suffering. We are suffering. This is the fact. Tinubu administration have neglected Nigeria in totality. No any sector was enjoying. If you talk of hunger it was everywhere. You talk of poverty was walking naked in all regions of Nigeria. We cannot say northern or whatsoever. But honestly speaking, APC government have failed Nigeria in totality. Nobody is enjoying. If you talk of only, I think the project that they were talking about, which is seeing a lot of money, it is Calabar Lagos way, which we see that it is west. It is a west project. Even though this is my own opinion, it is a west project. Why? Because if you look at Lagos way, it is not a busy road. How can you stick that money in it? The money that will build so many roads in Nigeria. And if you go to Lagos, inside Lagos, there is a lot of roads who have been damaged. I can say they are not motorable. You can use that money to build that road, and also if you look at this present administration, they are not promise keepers. So we can manage with them up to 2027. This is Nigerian politics. By 2027, we should shine our eyes. We should know which party are we going to vote. If at all we want to see a lot of development. We are always telling Nigerians that we should divorce these, these regional politics and ethnic politics and religious politics. We should look for somebody who will push Nigeria forward. What was on our front is the development of Nigeria. We have no any other country than Nigeria. This is the only country that we have. So we should commit and stand firm to build our country, because nobody will come and build our country except we ourselves. We have to do something about it. And I'm calling our youth to divorce these money politics that they have made for a very long time, because we have seen the consequences. We have seen the consequences, and we are still suffering upon it. So this is my take. Thank you so much, and happy nice day.
All right, thank you so much, Shatima, for that. When you look at it, we have to understand that whatever happens or whatever federal projects that goes on in Nigeria, it is for the betterment of every Nigerian. It is one country, it is one Nigeria when it comes to it. And we have to stop, putting ourselves against each other, especially the leaders, when it comes to these type of things. It's understandable that when you're trying to hold, the federal government, the president, or whoever it is accountable for what they need to do, you do not need to bring about divide or call up something that would cause a divide. All right, Maryam, I think we have a caller.
I think Obasekon is calling. Hello, Obasekon, good morning.
Good morning, Hauwa, and good morning, Maryam.
Good morning, Obasekon.
Lovely television, sweet people, sweet station.
Thank you very much for calling.
Trust TV is a station to beat, because people have given us ample opportunity to express our views, our minds, through the television, through the newspaper, and through the public opinion, and the market women, sincerely speaking, Trust TV, Trigosa. Yes, going to the fact of the day, national development. Everywhere, every sector has been marginalized. Just like my friend from Borno, Shetima, has rightly said. But the fact remains that some governors are proactive, while some are not. Each time I speak on this platform, my state, Akwa Ibom State, yes, I can say we are very lucky to have governors from my state. Starting from Akpabio, the person that handed over to Akpabio to the present governor, we've been very lucky. Now, the problem lies with the governors. Our governors are so, let me not use that language. Our governors are so sentimental, and our governors are selfish. They only eat and feed their friends and family until they start doing the right thing. My point in view is that all this money that we steal and dump in foreign banks, those foreign countries are using that money for the benefit of their citizenry. While we are in penury, until we start developing our minds and know that all this money we steal, we will not go to the grave with it. When you die, no 1 naira, 1 kobo will be buried with you. Even the casket that was bought with millions of naira, what will happen to that casket? Gara will eat it. Kankawa will eat it. So even the clothes they will wear you, they will not eat it. Skeleton. If we start knowing all this, my sister, development will be everywhere. Just like Shetima rightly said, Lagos is marginalized. There are some roads in Lagos, my sister, is not motorable. Look at where I'm living. 9 hours from Urujuli behind the GRA. It's not motorable. Machine cannot enter. I have to stop at GRA, then trek to my place. If I buy anything, I'll be carrying it with boys who come and help me and I'll be paying the boys. Is that the country we are? Everywhere has been marginalized. The retired police marginalized. The retired soldier marginalized. Beggars on the street. Hospital. Look at now. The police just went on strike. The retired police. Now, the medical professionals also want to go on strike. Is that the country? Look, my sister, the problem is not from Tinubu. Right from Obasanjo regime, this problem started. Obasanjo. I want to tell you that when Obasanjo was the president in 2019, I mean 2000, during the military dispensation, 2.5 billion. When Buhari was the petroleum minister, they should start probing these people. Telecommunication, we would have been having telecommunication in our homes now. From your house, you'll be making calls. At that time, 80 billion was marked for that, and they added zero, making 800. That was why Abiola sang ITT, International 50. Water, light, My sister, there is problem. God will bless us. God will continue to bless us. God will bless Nigeria, just like that Eguma says. He says, God will bless us. On Trust TV, he said, God will bless us. Any person that eats my egg, God will bless him. Any person that buys, God will bless. God will bless all of us, and will make us to move forward in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, thank you so much, Abasinko, for that call. All right, we will be taking a couple of WhatsApp messages. And for the first one, we have one from Abu Bakr in Kano. He says, always crying of marginalization when a northerner is not the president. The last time I checked, the North has ruled this country more than any other region. At least by now, the North should be more developed than any other region in Nigeria. I beg, make una rest. The only thing every reasonable northerner should be thinking or worrying about now is the constant killing of innocent citizens by bandits and nothing else. North should blame their governors. Northern governors only care about building flyovers. What are northern governors doing with the huge money they get from federal allocation? Well, it is right. Those are questions that need to be asked and hold them accountable for as well.
Abu Bakr hits the nail right on the head. What are the northern governors doing?
Absolutely. And the focus should not only be on federal and state governors as well. All right, Maryam, we have another WhatsApp message.
Okay, another one from Malam Malachi from Kafanchan, Kaduna State says, good morning, Trust TV. It baffles me when the North cries for being sidelined. During Muhammad Buhari regime, the North had the ample opportunity to develop itself and be great. Assuming the so-called northern leaders put their together during that period would have been better than what we are today. Their cry to me is fall, and unless they wake up from their slumber, we are doomed. I pray God to help us. That was what he said.
Oh, well, that is another take as well from Malam Malachi from Kafanchan. All right, I believe there should be another WhatsApp message. This is from Samuel in Lagos State. It says, good morning. Please, I would like to the patriotic, sincere and intelligent northern leaders to take stocks and assessment of projects that directly affected the people during the administration of late Muhammadu Buhari. 8 years rule and what President Bola Tinubu Tinubu government has done in the last 2 years so that we can see where the North has been sidelined and amendments can be made. Let our governors do the needful with the huge revenue allocations received from the federal government for every Nigerian to benefit from the dividend of democracy. Well, Samuel is calling for, an account and a tally when it comes to, projects for them to compare and contrast when it comes to those projects. All right. We always have to remember that whatever it is, no matter what, we are one Nigeria, whether projects are being done in the south or in the north. But at the end of the day, we have to call the attention of those responsible or those in office, those in power that need to do the job. Let it spread out and let it be done right and well. Now, all right, that is all we have for this segment. Thank you for calling in and giving your contributions. As always, it does matter. Make sure you stay with us. We'll be going on a quick break. When we come back, we will be quickly discussing matters on the state of the nation. We'll be right back.